I want you to hit me with it, okay? The ADHD riddled, low attention span audience members need immediate gratification. What's going on? I've heard about this place. It's called it's not California, New York, Texas, or Florida. So I don't really know. Fill me in.
Yeah, it's East Minnesota. That's the correct terminology.
All
But
right.
so what's going on right now is Wisconsin is a hellhole. It's not quite on the level of Florida, but we're getting there. So on terms of, there's two things happening in Wisconsin and on the national level. So on the national level, this Wisconsin's a swing state, obviously. So in the 2024 election, it's going to have some big consequences because in the 2020 election, we had a 4-3 conservative-leaning Supreme Court, and Trump wanted to throw out 200,000 ballots. And the only reason that didn't happen and Wisconsin went for Trump is because one conservative justice decided not to do that, which is not exactly the bets I want to take in 2024. And right now we have an election for that Supreme Court member, and we actually have a chance to flip that to 4-3 in our favor. That's the main thing on the national scale. And then on the Wisconsin side, so we have a bunch of things going on. Wisconsin is terribly gerrymandered. In 2018, we had over 50% of Wisconsin voted Democrat, and we only got about 30-something% of the House statewide. So that's obviously, what does that mean? That's gerrymandering. 2/3 of people went for Biden, and yet we still got only losing my thoughts here. Let's go back. So
You got
we got
this.
I know. I'm nervous right now. We're all good though. So gerrymandering Wisconsin, it really sucks. We got abortion. We had a trigger law that went back to the 1800s. It's one of the worst laws in the country. It has no exceptions for rape or incest. I believe it's going to go after doctors. They want to jail doctors.
What's the limit?
Yeah,
And we
no,
also
sorry.
Oh, what's the limit? Is it
Go ahead.
0 week, 6 week?
It's
Zero.
no
Absolutely
zero,
Zero week. Nice.
no exemptions for health of the mother or pregnant person, no exemptions at all, period. And so essentially, conservatives are trying to say that this really old 1849 abortion ruling can be enforced, and that challenge is making its way up to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. And I would love if it didn't find itself with a conservative majority Supreme Court.
When is the election?
It is April
4th.
4th.
April 4th. That's so soon.
It is soon.
Well,
All right.
surely it's too soon. There's nothing people watching the stream could do at this point, I'm sure.
Nothing except this weekend and the rest of the time up until April 4th. Conveniently, what's going on right now, we've been doing a week of canvassing. It started last weekend in the Milwaukee area, and we're still going all the way till Sunday. For just a $40 flat fee, you get lodging and food. And if you don't have $40, we will get you $40 somehow so that you can stay with us. We're canvassing all day. And then in the evening, we play board games. We have fun. Just on Saturday alone, we had the state Senate candidate that we're also advocating for, along with the Supreme Court race. She came and said hi. She was amazed by our turnout. We had about 20 people there. And for canvassing, that's quite a lot, for one shift.
So you're telling me then, so just $40, not even 40, really, if you can, find a bit of charity, you get to meet new friends, make a political difference. You get some canvassing experience, and you get to play board games. It's
at least one of those things. Yeah.
Resort experience, basically.
Good time. Yeah. We are partnering with Progress Libs, and we are putting on this weekend of action. So if you're in the area, if you can make it to the area, we would love to have you. If you are kind of a little bit far away from this foreign land of Wisconsin, like myself, I'm down in Louisiana. I can't really make it all the way up there. We have a lot of opportunities to phone bank. We have a phone bank tomorrow evening. We have one Sunday afternoon, and then we have more in the coming days before April 4th. If you have the time, can come and help out. If you've never phone banked, don't worry. We do trainings at the start. We will onboard you. We will answer any questions you have. It's a great time. We're really just calling Democrats to say, hey, here's the name of the progressive candidate. Because super fun thing about this, there's no little D or little R next to people's names. It's quote unquote nonpartisan, but the GOP has put millions behind their candidate. So
Yep. This is one of the most funded races of this nature in the history of the country. It actually is the most funded. in the whole history of the United States. So obviously both sides know what's going on here. It has significant ramifications for the whole country. So
yeah, it would seem, I mean, if nothing else, that means the canvassing work. Certainly phone banking is a little bit easier if all you have to do is scream, hey, this is the right one, slam his phone down. Yeah, no, I know how much is going into this. I mean, we've talked a lot on stream recently, though perhaps not enough, about the importance of local races and local elections, because the strategy from a federal level the Republicans are pursuing, at least the one that will be most effective, is removing protections at a federal level and leaving states to ruin things directly. So, you know, there will be attempts at national abortion bans, I'm sure, but overwhelmingly this is going to be a state fight. And man, bringing them over, I mean, you're fine neighbors, and it was Michigan, wasn't it? Just recently got a full Democratic control of their state government and have just been slamming through the progressive legislation. It's incredible the difference that makes.
yeah, because for example, that gerrymandering thing I mentioned, right now, not only is the Supreme Court race really important right now, we're primarily focusing on Waukesha County because there's also a state Senate race going on there. And if she doesn't win, the Democratic candidate, Wisconsin will have a Republican supermajority. And right now, the only thing that's been holding back the tide of the current Republican Congress has been our Governor Tony Evers vetoing pretty much everything that comes across. I'm sure you saw in the news during COVID, there were some Wisconsin shenanigans, so you can imagine the other things that go on just a daily basis. So if she doesn't win, supermajority, no longer, governor doesn't have veto power anymore, and then we'd really love that Supreme Court to help block that stuff as well. So
yeah. And what exactly can the fine person in my audience type into their, you know, URL to get to where they need to go? What, like, say if they were watching this right now, for example, and they suddenly thought, you know, what if I decided to not be a useless sack of shit today? What if I actually decided to do something meaningful? How could they do that?
Yeah, you can go to progress.win/Vaush if you want a phone bank, or you can go to progress.win/ proglib-wi. I put that in the chat. It's kind of a little hard to remember that one. Not as catchy as progress.win/Vaush, but yeah, if you want to canvas, if you want to phone bank, that's what you got to type in. Would be pretty pog.
It's going to be the easiest canvas you've ever done. It's a really easy sell. We're primarily targeting people who we already think are in our boat and just don't know the election exists. Please join us. Yeah. I am a nervous wreck, you can see, and I can bring myself out to do it every week. So come on, join us. It's a great time.
And who can phone bank?
Anyone within the U.S. If you don't have to be in Wisconsin, but if you are in the States and you want to help out, progress.win/Vaush. You just have to have a working computer that can join a Zoom call, and we will teach you everything else you need to know, answer any questions that you have. You don't even have to think about it.
And you don't even have to be a cool guy. You can be like a regular guy to do this.
Yeah, you can be a regular guy, and this is what will bump you up to that level of being a cool guy. It's like iPhone bank.
Chat.
I'm you know, doing my civic duty. I'm making my voice heard, fighting for progress. It's pretty pog.
All right. Well, shit, I'm sold, is what I would be saying if I was in chat. I really do appreciate you taking the time to speak with my audience. I wish that I'd gotten involved sooner. I've just been very sleepy the past 2 months.
I got that Castro too. I feel you.
Really? Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. If you want, by the way, I've found some effective remedies. If you email me, I'll share them with you because it took me ages to find them.
All right, sure. Yeah. Cool.
All right. I mean it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Guys, don't you want to be cool guys? You don't want to be uncool guys, do you? That was way shorter than I thought it would be. There's no complexity to this. It's very simple. The Dem has to win, and the other guys don't. That's it. You can sign up in Phone Bank for just $40 or maybe not even that. You can go over there. An all-day social experience and night's lodging and food for $40 or not even if you're in the area? Come on. Find a better deal than that. In this economy, no shot. And if you're phone banking, it doesn't cost you anything. I just don't have time, man. I have 2 jobs. Quit your jobs. No, of course not. You don't have to apologize to me. But there are people right now who could benefit in addition to their country, from their direct participation. But Vaush, can we donate? You can donate, as a matter of fact. I believe the donation linked. I think the link is they have it listed through Act Blue. Oh, mods, could you add the Act Blue perma donation link to them, to the exclamation point action there? If it's not already listed, I'm looking at it right now. I don't think it's listed. But yes, donating is also incredibly helpful. I mean, logically, if it's $40 to get that lodging, that food, that canvassing opportunity, then donating $40 basically means you're patronizing someone doing that. It's exclamation point victory. How come when you Google soy rage, Vaush is the first thing that comes up? Because unlike other self-obsessed narcissists like Hassan, I'm perfectly comfortable making very silly faces for the bit, knowing that they'll be clipped and made memeable and be seen by thousands or even millions of people. It's an expression of my incredible confidence.